Hi, how you guys doing today? This is Rich on behalf of Rich TV Live, and I have a new secret pick for you today. So the secret pick symbol is RKR. You could see the chart here. They've been on a serious tear. See the 6-month tear, see the 3-month tear from 6 cents to 24 cents in Canada. And in America, the symbol is RKMSF. So you could see an amazing move here from 4 cents to 20 cents in America as well. And I wanted to bring it to your attention because that's what we do here. Our modus operandi is to bring undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed companies first. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. So Rokmaster Resources Corp, as you can see here, 24 cents in Canada. Now, I love to break down the share structure. You guys can see right here. Huge fan of tightly held companies. 50 million shares issued outstanding. Only a 10 million market cap. I mean, this is just a baby. Nobody even knows it exists. So I had to bring it to your attention first, okay? You can see here today the market is finally red after a huge explosion in the markets over the last 6 days in a row we've been green. We're finally red, and look what's up, gold. Gold is what goes up when everything goes down. When everything goes up, gold's going to go down because gold's the safe haven. But when everything goes down, gold is going to go up, okay? Because that is the safe haven. And when everything goes up, gold will most likely go down because people are pulling their money out of gold to invest in stocks when stocks are running. But we can't expect the stocks to run forever because we're at all-time highs. So it's very nice to see that gold is making this move. I'm not really surprised. It's what we've been talking about, finding gold at the bottom. And Rokmaster Resources. Let's learn a little bit more about these guys. Developing the Revel Ridge Project, one of the largest undeveloped precious and polymetallic deposits in British Columbia. Here it is here. Welcome to Rokmaster Resources Corp, a Canadian mineral exploration company focused on developing its new massive sulphide gold and polymetallics Revel Ridge Project and its zinc-lead-silver Duncan Lake Project, both located in south central British Columbia. Love this, love gold. Anyone who knows me knows I love gold. I love to identify undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed companies early before anybody else. That's what we do best. We've been doing it for years, and we're going to continue to. Look at the chart. From 4 cents to 34 cents this went, okay? Currently at 24 right now, traded 143,000 shares with a tight flow, okay? In America, nobody even knows. This thing went from 2 cents to 20 cents, massive move up. And like I said, nobody knows about these guys. So you guys might as well know. You guys are here. Thank you guys for being here. And you guys might as well know. Might as well tell you guys first since you're here. So that's kind of the whole idea here and the whole concept behind what we're doing. Now let's try to get into this and understand this company a little bit better. 9 million tons of gold polymetallic deposit, one of the largest undeveloped precious and polymetallic deposits in British Columbia. So let's learn more about these guys. So first and foremost, they have a very experienced team. John Mirko is the president, CEO, and director. Mr. Mirko has 47 years experience in the mining industry and is currently the president of Can-Am Mining Corporation, president and CEO of Rokmaster Resources Corp, and the former president and founder of Can-Am Alpine Resources Limited, sold to Vizsla Resources Limited in September 2019, has successful experience in permitting, construction, and mine operation in this region. In 2008, Mr. Mirko was a recipient of the E.A. Scholz Medal for Excellence in Mine Development from the Association for Mineral Exploration of British Columbia, and in 2009, the Mining Association of British Columbia's Mining and Sustainability Award for the Max Mine. He is a member in good standing of the Society of Economics Geologists, Inc., the Canadian Institute of Mining, Metallurgy and Petroleum, and Prospectors and Developers Association of Canada. This is like a dream team that they got here. I'm not going to go through everybody, but you guys can definitely go through this. Very experienced team. Some might call it a dream team. This is the property and the project that they are really excited about. The Revel Ridge location, 45 kilometers, 45 kilometers from Revelstoke, British Columbia, on all weather year-round access road. That is very big. 45 kilometers from rail leading to seaport access, CP rail siding and concentrate loadout facility, close to power and additional infrastructure. So you can see the project right there. Very important to be by a road that has availability all year long. So it's not just a seasonal project. It's a project that you'll really be able to get a hold of all year long. And let me remind you guys, these guys are at literally 20 cents in America and nobody knows. These guys are 24 cents in Canada and really nobody knows. And these guys went from 4 cents in March to 34 cents quietly and nobody knew, okay? It's retracted now a little bit, so might be positioning themselves for the next run up, okay? I don't know if they are or they aren't. I'm just suggesting this could be an option. I'm not telling you to buy this. Now remember, Rich TV Live is strictly for education and entertainment purposes. Always do your due diligence. Always do your research before you invest in anything that we talk about here on Rich TV Live. You can see that gold stocks are starting to make a move. Here's Barrick Gold. Very bullish right now, up 3%. And big green candle up. Big green candle up on the 1 hour. Here's Nova Gold Resources also climbing up 2%. And Kinross Gold also up, starting to climb up due to the fact that gold is starting to climb. As you can see here, gold is up right now while everything else is down. Gold is up as investors look for a safe haven when the market goes down, and that's gold. Tight share structure, really like that. Now let's learn a little bit more about these guys. We can get into that in a bit. And let's watch this video presentation.
The company recently optioned one of the largest undeveloped precious and polymetallic deposits in British Columbia, the J&L Project. The J&L property is located approximately 600 kilometers northeast of Vancouver and 32 kilometers northeast of Revelstoke, British Columbia. The J&L property represents one of the largest undeveloped precious and polymetallic deposits in British Columbia. A total of 3.1 kilometers of underground workings are present on the property. A 550-meter-long 832 trackless drift provides underground access to a 1.4-kilometer-long 830 track drift, which has exposed the main zone for approximately 0.8 kilometers in length. 5 crosscuts totaling 1.15 kilometers provided access to drill stations that were utilized to define the deposits. Several raises have aided in the extraction of several bulk samples. There are a total of at least 315 diamond drill holes that have been completed on the property from 1983 to present, totaling over 41,000 meters of drilling. The property has 2 known and significant precious and polymetallic mineral deposits. The main zone sheeted sulphide vein system has been traced on surface by prospecting, trenching, and soil sampling for a strike length of over 3 kilometers, and traced by drilling for 1.5 kilometers strike length and by 0.8 kilometers down dip. The main zone generally dips approximately 60 degrees to the northeast, with an average true thickness of 2.5 meters. However, can reach up to 15 meters in true thickness. The silver-lead-zinc-rich Yellow Jacket Zone is made up of a series of lenticular bodies, each up to 8 meters thick. The Yellow Jacket Zone subparallels and is in the immediate hanging wall of the main zone. The Yellow Jacket Zone has no notable gold, however, it has higher silver, lead, and zinc values than the main zone. Underground bulk samples have been taken from the main zone to conduct metallurgical test work. Although the main zone is a complex polymetallic deposit, high in arsenic values, which create a challenge in the production of saleable zinc and lead concentrates and the economic recovery of gold, extensive metallurgical testings have produced numerous effective options for acceptable recoveries of gold, silver, zinc, and lead by making 3 separate concentrates. Based on the current envisioned circuit and corresponding laboratory test response, the overall process recoveries for the main zone are expected to be approximately 93% gold, 70% silver, 74% lead, and 80% zinc. The Yellow Jacket Zone has lower tonnage than the main zone and only minor gold credits, but higher silver, lead, and zinc content, and is easier to process than the main zone. The Yellow Jacket Zone produces good separation of galena and sphalerite, with most of the silver, along with minor contained gold, primarily reports to the lead concentrate. The expected process recoveries for the Yellow Jacket Zone are 94% silver, 88% lead, and 93% zinc. On January of 2018, P&E Mining Consultants, on behalf of Golden Dawn Minerals, updated the mineral resource estimate on the JNL to include current trailing metal prices, current costs, as well as the results of the 2012 drill program. The company is now in the process of completing an updated preliminary economic assessment. The updated PEA will develop a base case mining and processing scenario on the property, as well as having preliminary feasibility study level metallurgical test work carried out. This will be followed by a preliminary feasibility study, and if economically feasible, to start mining. It is apparent that both the main zone and the Yellow Jacket Zone have potential for expansions. The main zone in particular remains open in a number of directions. Its surface strike length has been established to be in excess of 3 kilometers, of which only a portion has been drill tested to date.
Pretty exciting project here, guys. I think there's a lot of potential here, like lots and lots and lots of potential here. You can see we're stuck at 24 cents, 143,000 shares in volume so far, and in America, stuck at 19.99. So, in my opinion, there's a lot of upside here. I think that the future looks bright for these guys, but the stock's done well. So remember, like I said to you guys, always do your due diligence, always do your research before you invest in anything we talk about. You could see it was just at 34 cents May 29th, right? So it's come all the way back down to 24 after going up from like, well, it's been at 25 before, but it was much lower. Like if we do a 6-month chart, you could see it was at 4 cents in December. Went from 4 cents to 34 cents. That was an epic move. What is that, like 800%? Yeah, about 800% move, guys. From 4 cents to 34 cents. And now it's retracted. Okay, it's retracted. So some might think that this is going to be the next leg up. The trend will come like this. I mean, typically that's the way the charts go, up and down, up and down, up. So we'll see if that continues, or will we see them come back down and consolidate and then go up. I'm not sure. Obviously, just learning about this company right now, new to this company, but I think the potential looks bright. I think the potential looks bright. Go back to their website. So they've got the Revel Ridge Project. They've got a presentation on there. And then they've got the Duncan Lake Project, and they got a presentation on there. I'm not going to go through all these presentations. Let's just read this news release here. So on May 25th, Rokmaster closed a $4.3 million first tranche, including a strategic investment by a syndicate led by Palisades Gold Corp Limited. So they did the financing at 22.5 cents for $2 million. They're doing warrants at 30 cents a share. This is a 4-month hold. John Mirko, the Rokmaster president and CEO, stated, "We are pleased to close the first round of financing with the strategic investment in flow-through units by the Palisades Gold Corp Syndicate and the Delphi flow-through units." Rokmaster's focus is in exploring for base and precious metals, and its flagship asset is its option to earn 100% of the Revel Ridge polymetallic precious metals project situated in the prolific Kootenay Arc. Please refer to the technical report titled Updated Technical Report on the Revel Ridge Property, formerly J&L Property. So that was the financing they just did. You could see the stock did really well after that financing. They increased the size of their private placement as well. And the recent news here, they just started working at the Revel Ridge Project. So we're not going to get into all of this right now, but this is very, very progressive for the company. And this is the news that's really starting to drive the stock. This is the company profile. This is all their projects: Revel Ridge Project, Duncan Lake Zinc Project, Big Copper. So if we take a look, Revel Ridge. It's the same video that we've seen. Let's break down this PowerPoint here. So this is the Revel Ridge property. It's 5,115 hectares. Preliminary Economic Assessment, PEA, due June 2020 in the main zone. So that's this month, guys. So something's coming. Did I pick up LXG and MMED? Well, MMED, I'm in on that. LXG, I have not got in on it yet. Mike D says AEY flying. Yeah, AEY is another one of the picks that I brought to you guys that's doing extremely well. And I brought that pick to you guys months ago, so good to see that they're flying. Is XOG being short? I don't know. Is it? Significant replacement value in today's dollars. Over 3 kilometers underground workings, 41,000 meters of drilling, mining equipment, facilities, year-round access road, permitted waste rock facility, positive metallurgical testing, cash option to acquire 100% of the property. These are the merits of the project. Mineral resource estimate: main gold zone tons and grades include main zone 4.2 million MT slash 1,089,000 ounces AuEq at 8.07 grams a ton AuEq. Main zone 4.5 million by 961,000 ounces at 655 grams a ton. Yellow Jacket Zone 764,000 at 9.98%. Zinc plus 2.61%. Exceptional potential to expand historic resources and expand beyond. The main zone averages 2.5 meters in thickness, locally to 15 meters. On-strike occurrences are known along a 7 to 8 kilometers. Good grade polymetallic massive sulphide gold zone, suitable for direct ship concentrates or POX pre-treatment with high AU recoveries. Good gold zinc silver zone with excellent recovery to clean concentrates. Current NI 43101 technical report on CDAR. So 43101, this is the current resource estimates in the main zones, the hanging wall zone, the footwall zone, and the yellow jacket zone. It doesn't look like GGB is going under. They filed for bankruptcy protection. So, I mean, if you want to buy those stocks, go right ahead, but I'm not interested. You never know. Miracles do happen. I just much rather not put my money in a company that's going bankrupt. And this is a company that's definitely not going bankrupt. This is a company that's going in the right direction, and that's why I'm bringing this company to you today. As you can see with the stock has definitely made a move. You could see it was at 6 cents here, March 31st. Today at 24, was as high as 34. So these are the types of picks that I like to bring to you guys. Undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed opportunities that no one's ever heard of before. And I like to bring them to you first. And that's exactly what we're doing. And that's my modus operandi here, is to bring you guys companies before anybody else on the planet and to identify why they may be undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed. Now you can see here the market is starting to creep up a little bit. If we go back into green, that could take the gold back down. So we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't, but we'll see what happens here with gold. Mineral resources which are not mineral reserves do not have demonstrated economic viability. The estimate of mineral resources can be materially affected by environmental, permitting, legal, title, taxation, socio-political, marketing, and other relevant issues. December 31st, 2019, US 2-year trailing average metal prices at 96 cents a pound, zinc $1.24 a pound, silver or gold $1,331 an ounce, and silver $15.95 an ounce. Exchange rate 76 cents US to $1 Canadian. Process recoveries of PB 74%, zinc 75%, AU 91%, and AG 80%. AU is gold, AG is silver. This is the isometric projection of main zone mineral resource domains. As you guys can see, the footwall zone, the main zone, the yellow jacket zone, and the hanging wall zone. So this is the AU-AG resource expansion, gold and silver expansion. Mineralized system, 7 to 8 kilometers of strike mineralization formed, over 1,200 vertical, currently drill tested, only 1.5 kilometers, equals 20%. Focusing on drill targets of enhanced higher grade chutes over 400 by 400 meter intervals, equals million-ton blocks. Assess more than 44 other known high-grade AU-AG occurrences between A and E zone and main zone. Target up dip and down dip of known mineralized zones. Target on strike continuation and continuation northwest and southeast of main zone mineralization. Define and target principal structural lithologic controls on higher grade and thicker mineralized zones. This is the Rokmaster YouTube channel, which we were at. This is the proposed work plan and budget. Year 1, conduct initial data acquisition and compilation. Compilation, $20,000. NI 43101, $250,000. Seek investor and or JV partner. Marketing, $300,000. Now, if anybody's interested in investing in this company, or anybody's interested in getting in contact with this company, just email me. I'll try to put you in direct contact with the company. I am looking to do an interview with the CEO soon, so stay tuned to that. Permitting of underground drilling and initial mine, $300,000. Camp and infrastructure rehabilitation, $200,000. Underground rehabilitation, $350,000. Underground diamond drill station prep, $130,000. 5,000 meter underground diamond drilling, $1.8 million. Diamond drilling. Sample and assaying, $200,000. Sampling and assaying, $200,000. Update metallurgical, $450,000. Total year 1 fully funded, May 2020, $4 million. That's year 1. Year 2, second option payment, 16,000 meters surface and underground diamond drilling. Second option payment is $1 million. 16,000 meters surface and underground diamond drilling, $4.8 million. Mine permitting, metallurgy and pre-feasibility, $1.8 million. Purchase, dismantle, used concentrator, mine and mill engineering, $1.4 million. Total year 2, $9 million. This is the share structure and contact. Trading symbols RKR in Canada, RKMSF in America, and 1RR1 in Frankfurt, Germany. You can see the total share structure: free trading, 59 million shares, stock options 3.9 million, share purchase warrants 36 million, and special warrants for Duncan 7.2 million, agent compensation options 4.5 million. Share ownership: insiders and close associates own 38%. Palisades Gold Corp Limited and syndicates own just under 15%. And Delphi owns 11.9%. And you can see their website here, and you can email them at info@rokmaster.com. You can see they're located here in Vancouver. So that's the PowerPoint. Now let's see if there's any movement in the stock. Still no real movement in the stock yet. And that just goes to show that nobody really knows. Nobody knows about these guys yet. They're not on anybody's watch list yet. They're not on anybody's radar yet, which means it's early, guys. It's early. So if you're looking for a company to really position yourself that's undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed, that has a lot of upside, that nobody knows about yet, you need to consider these guys. You need to consider these guys. Rokmaster Resources. They've got a lot of projects. Let's take a look at Duncan Lake. Looks like they have a CEO interview here. Let's see.
Area of southern British Columbia. The property was made available to us by a prospecting team that we had known for the last 35 years. And we noticed right away it had mine-making potential. It was a discovery made by Kamenko Limited back in 1989, who drilled it until 1997. After Teck Corporation took over, Kamenko was inadvertently dropped and the prospectors acquired it, and that's who we bought it off of. We now own 100% of it. Yes, Kamenko had made the discovery in 1989 after having stepped out 2 kilometers north from a previous prospect they had developed in the 1950s and 60s. They made an enormous discovery in this area. They drilled 3 sections 350 meters apart, putting together what looked like a target of north of 7 million tons of north of 10% zinc. This grade and size was substantially larger than what they found in the 60s. However, being a major mining company, it was not announced or shown to anybody other than internal people. Well, our plan is to carry out Kamenko's original plans prior to that Teck takeover, which was to carry on drilling both inside that envelope of a 7 million ton target and stepping out to the north, continuing in large step outs of 350 meters. Our immediate plan is to do those large step outs right off the bat with our first drill program. Those will increase the size of that mineralized envelope should they be successful, of course. Well, first of all, our management team already consisted of a group who's been involved in exploration and development work and successful mine construction and production in the area. Second, specifically for this project, we brought on 2 people, both who've worked for Kamenko in the past in management capacities. A board of director member, Mr. David Moore, in the past was the Canadian exploration manager for Kamenko. He did the last drill program on the property. He's now a new director. The second person of importance was the chief geologist for Kamenko in the past. He wrote his original thesis on the Duncan Lake Project He's going to preside over targeting of drill holes in the future.
So that's the CEO right there. Obviously, these guys are starting to make the rounds, and you can see a lot of videos are starting to get circulated everywhere. This is the technical report right here on the Duncan Lake Project. I'm not going to go through this whole report, but you can literally see there's a full report here that breaks everything down, so you guys can go through it yourselves. Just kind of wanted to see if there's any specific highlights, but it seems like a damn long 75-page report, so I'm not going to go through that whole thing. This is what the Duncan Lake Zinc Project looks like. People always say, but the stock isn't moving, Rich. Well, yeah, because we're getting in early. You know what I mean? Like, I try to get you guys into stuff early. When I get you into stuff early, you're like, but it's not moving. And then when it's moving, you're like, oh, but it's already moved. Well, how can I win then, guys? If I tell you about getting in early and it hasn't moved yet, and you complain about the fact it's not moving, and then when I give you a stock that's moving, you complain that I gave it to you before, I gave it to you after it was moving. I can't win. I honestly can't win with you guys. So I'm just going to bring you guys picks when I bring you guys picks. Whatever you want to do with it, it's up to you. I'm not here to tell you what to buy or sell. I'm just here to educate you, entertain you, and give you guys other opportunities to consider in the marketplace. That's it. Now, what you do with that information, that's really up to you, okay? But don't, ask me why I'm bringing you stocks before they explode. And then when I bring you guys stocks that explode, don't ask me, why did you bring me this stock after it exploded? Well, sometimes I bring it to you before they explode. Sometimes I bring it to you while they explode. Sometimes I might even bring it to you after they explode. It's up to you to decide as an investor what you're going to do with the information, right? I'm not suggesting you go out there and you buy anything. I'm just educating it and making you aware of different stocks that have the potential, in my opinion, to do well in the future. That's all I can do. And it's up to you to decide as investors what you're going to do with that information. Hexo screamed today. Let's take a look at Hexo. If there's any picks that are moving, guys, please let me know. If there's anything you want me to look at, please let me know. Nope. Hexo sure as hell didn't scream today. You mean yesterday? Because it's screaming down. So I'm not sure what you're talking about. I see gold going up, though. I see Kinross Gold climbing. Gold stocks climbing. I see Nova Gold climbing now 5%. I see Barrick Gold climbing 3%. And why? Because gold is up. As you can see, gold is up. Gold stocks have been starving to make a move. And thus you see this move here for Barrick Gold, Nova Gold, Kinross Gold, all making big moves. Green Gold, not so much today. We had a huge day with Green Gold yesterday. Today we're seeing a little bit of a consolidation, but some stocks are still doing okay. Afria is still doing well. As you can see, Afria is still going up. I do own shares in Afria. Balance going up. I do own shares in Balance too. It's been as high as $3.06 today. Currently at $2.97. Let's take a look at some other gold stocks and mining stocks that I own. Benton Resources, I own these guys. They are a company that I believe in. I think it's undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed. I think there's a lot of upside here. And Benton up 14% today, but very little volume. I do see this going to at least 20 cents, in my opinion. I might be wrong. We'll see. Time will tell. Still at 297 here in balance. Greenbrier is back to par, back to 367. It's been as high as 368. It went down to 340 range. And we're right back now to 367. So hopefully this continues, this explosion. I did bring you guys this pick early and tell you it was my number one pick for June 2020. As you can see, it was at $1.12 in May, went as high as 463, consolidated, created an amazing buying opportunity, actually went to like 230 range on Friday, and has now come all the way back up to this range here, 367, and hopefully this will just continue to climb. One of the top picks today, IMRN, up 223%. Mist up 21% after being as high as 714, has really consolidated, but still a nice day for them. If there's anything else that's moving today, please let me know, guys. Hexo on the TSX is moving. So it's moving on the TSX, but not in these states. So it's up 3% in the TSX. Weird. That's weird. I don't understand why. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but... Oh, no, there it goes. It's down. So, no, it's not up. It's not up, it's red. Twitchell says, I'm in Kirkland for the long. Kirkland's been doing extremely well. Kirkland Lake. There's Kirkland Lake right here. $37 stock. Done extremely well. We look at the 1 year on Kirkland Lake. You could see it was at $18 when the market crashed in March. That was the greatest entry ever. And it's back to $37.18, and it's been as high as $51. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of Kirkland Lake, too. They've been a really good company. Really good company. Hey, Roger, how you doing, bro? IPA. Immunoprecise at $1.75. You can see they've been as high as $1.82. As low as 44 cents in October of last year, and now at $1.75. Thank you for your pick, Roger. So today's pick, RKR, right here, Rokmaster Resources Corp. I was just looking at some projects. Let's go to stock info. So you can see that this stock has done quite well over the last year. It's gone up. Look, the year low is 3 cents and the year high is 34 cents, and we're currently at 24 cents. So clearly the stock has done extremely well. Would have loved to have found this at 3 cents. Let's take a look at the financial statements. See what these financial statements look like. So their assets as of September 30th, 2019, $850,000. Liabilities, $977,000. Which for a mining company isn't that bad. And obviously why it's a penny stock. You can see share-based compensation and the accumulated deficit of $10 million. Mostly this is due to shares. So you can see their losses from operations, not huge. Nothing really to be worried about. Especially right now when mining companies are hot and gold is hot and companies want to put money into gold. But yeah, these financials don't look great. It doesn't look spectacular or anything, that's for sure. And that's probably why they're a penny stock. They got to work on getting profitable. You can see here, read about their going concern. and the nature of their operations. It says right here, the company will need to raise sufficient funds as the company current assets are not sufficient to finance its operations and administrative expenses. Now they just raised, I showed you guys they just raised millions of dollars, so they should be fine. This is the previous financials, so I'm sure the new financials are going to look a lot better than this. I'll have to go through all of this and learn a little bit more, but this looks to me like a company that's just getting started. These financials pretty much looks like a new company that's just getting started. Pretty standard financials for pretty much a new company. You can see the $4.3 million financing they just did. So that will be reflected on the next financial statement. You can see that they announced a 1.8 million financing here. Then they increased it to 4.3 million. And they even increased the size of their private placement as well. They increased it from 2 million to 2.5 million. So these guys are definitely doing something, but what I see is a company that's still extremely, look at this, the NASDAQ now is green. So interesting, gold is climbing. NASDAQ is now green. So let's see if we stay in the red or if we'll go back into the green today. Market's been very bullish, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that. This is some of the projects here, the big copper property location, as you can see here in the red. So with mining companies, it takes a little while to build them out, get them going. But once they get going, they can become extremely big businesses. This is a stock right now that's just getting started. Obviously gone from 3 cents to 24 cents. You can see the price hasn't even moved here in Canada, just stuck at 24 cents. Still looking at Valens here. I'm in on this stock and I'm just kind of watching it carefully today. Also looking at Afria. I'm in on them too. I'm watching them carefully. RKMSF only traded 500 shares in America, so literally nobody knows about this in America, guys. RKMSF and RKR in Canada. So love to know what you guys think about this. Love to know your opinion. And as you can see, gold stocks are starting to make a move. Barrick Gold up 3%. Nova Gold up 4%. Kinross Gold up 2.5%. So they're starting to make a move up. Benton Resources up 14%. So mining stocks seem to be doing well today. Not huge, but a little bit. Kirkland Lake doing relatively well today too. Let's look to B2G, B2 Gold. It's another one that I'm very bullish on. They're up 3%. I like the price. $5 for B2 Gold still looks extremely exciting for me. I think this has a lot of potential. Here's LBC, Libero Copper. I also own this early stage company, looking to see them make a move. And MEK is another early stage company that I own and got in early and looking to make a move. And I think these guys are really cheap, guys. You can see Metals Creek's been as low as 2.5 cents, been as high as 8. If you can get in at 2 and sell at 8, all day long. All day long. I would do that all day long. Infinite Possibility says, check out Gush, 43 cents to 3,000 in a year. Roger says, RKR Rokmaster putting out PEA is based on 2 ounce AuEq at 7.31 grams a ton AuEq. RKR similar to Skeena's PEA. Share ownership insiders and associates 38%. Palisades Gold Corp Limited syndicate 14.9%. Delphi AG 11.9%. Thank you for sharing, Roger. Betty says Fosterville Gold has been moving up well. Who are they? Who is Fosterville Gold? Give me the symbol. Sujinder says, hey Rich, any good 5G stocks? Yeah, you know, I kind of like Nokia. I think Nokia as a 5G play is a really good one. And you can see they made a big move recently. This was the buy for Nokia at 234. It's now already at 447. So if you bought this at 234, you're up almost 100%. So I really like Nokia as a 5G play. I think it's really cheap for this billion-dollar giant. And if you could have got in here, you're killing it. Would I buy it at these prices? Not as eager at these prices, but at this price down here, for sure. Under 4, for sure. Like, under this zone right here, I'd be looking to buy. But above this, it always comes down, right? Above this seems to come down. So I'd be looking to buy below this zone, below 340 zone. I wouldn't be buying up here because every time it comes here, you see it gets resistance, right? So you see every time it comes here, it goes down, comes here, it goes down. So it might come down, it might continue up, but I'm very bullish on these guys as a 5G play. And then the other 5G play that I like is Wi-Fi. American Airs, I brought these guys to you guys first. I think these guys are going to do very well. This price here, 15 cents, was a dream position. It's obviously come up since then, been as high as 75. So come down, kind of creating a buying opportunity, starting to come up again. So definitely a small, undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed opportunity that I believe has a lot of upside. Could this B2 Gold up 3.45%? Definitely interested in these guys. Valens wants to push up. So does Afria, as you could see, climbing up now that they are on the NASDAQ. Greenbrier has been fighting up and down like a war and just stuck at 366 right now. So kind of a tough day in the markets today. Let's look at some of the top players. Here's Naked Brands. Big day today, up 72%. Absolutely screaming. So you can see here on the RSI that it is heavily overbought and is most likely going to come down now. So I would be careful. I wouldn't chase this green candle. Nice big green candle. I wouldn't chase it, as you can see, because we are heavily overbought. It's over 70 on the RSI, so I'd be careful, but you never know. And CETX. CETX having a huge day today too, up 58%. Big green candle. Also look at the RSI, over 78. Over 70 is telling you sell, okay? Last time I went to this, look what happened. It came down, okay? So I would anticipate this is going to come down from this. So be careful of a trend reversal. It's already started coming down from 375 all the way to 320. So it's already come down and lost some steam. And if it goes under the 70 zone, then you might want to consider buying it again. But over 70, I wouldn't be buying this. That's just me. That's how I use the indicators. It's up to you to decide what you want to do, but I wouldn't touch it. That's just me. All right. Once again, RKR stuck at 24 cents. And RKMSF at 19 cents in America. Rokmaster Resources. So stay tuned to this. I'm going to continue to bring you guys more information on these guys as it happens. I'm going to look to try to do a CEO interview with the CEO, so stay tuned to that. My modus operandi is to bring undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed companies before anyone else on the planet. I can guarantee you that you probably haven't heard about these guys through anyone else. I want to continue to educate you guys about these types of opportunities. Sometimes when you get in early in these types of picks, they're not going to move for a while. This has already made a big move. You know, let's not forget, these guys came from 3 cents, okay? 3 cents to 24 cents, right? So they were at 3 cents last July, and today they're at 24 cents. So they've already made a big move. They've been as high as 34, and right now they're at 24. So what's the next step? As an investor, that's what you got to figure out. Okay, they're on my radar now. They're on my watch list now. What's the next move? Okay, so I'll keep you guys updated. If I see anything or anything happens or anything big happens or any big news, I'll definitely let you know first. But in the meantime, at the very least, I want you guys to put them on your radar, put them on your watches. If you like this video, smash the like button, comment down below, share the video everywhere. Very quietly, these guys have gone up hundreds of percent. Will this continue? Could, and if it does, you don't want to miss it, right? So, Sugjinder says, Unity Group Inc. 5G player. Give me the symbol. Ericsson? Yeah, I think Ericsson, Nokia, definitely plays that you need to consider when it comes to 5G. And you could see Ericsson was at $6 when the market crashed in March, and now they're up to $9.88. So they've definitely done well over the last little bit. Definitely think this is a very good 5G play as well. I agree with that. Fosterville South Exploration in Australia, a division of Kirkland Canadian Stock, FSX. Hey, thank you for sharing. Fosterville South, 245, up 2.94%. Wow. Yeah, these guys exploded from 131 all the way to 270. Interesting pick. I've never even heard of these guys before. Thank you for the pick. Thank you for the pick. I really appreciate it, Betty. Hasquill says NKLA. Nikola Corporation. Yeah, these guys making a big move today, up 11%. Huge move. Nikola Corporation, NKLA, up 12%. Now remember, the RSI here is at 90. Very, very bearish on that. That's signaling a sell. Be careful, I wouldn't chase it, but these guys are screaming, so you just never know. It's got momentum. It's got the big mo for momentum, and I never like to go against momentum. So definitely one to watch here. Thank you for sharing this pick. All right, guys, we've been live for almost an hour. I'm going to go do some more research. I'm going to do some more due diligence. I'm going to try to find some more picks, okay? So once again, Rokmaster Resources, put them on your watch list, put them on your radar. Undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed. Nobody knows. Just getting started with some incredible projects with enormous, enormous growth potential. Don't say I didn't tell you first. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. If you're not winning, you're not watching. We bring you the winners and we bring them to you first. It's true. FOMO is real. Fear of missing out. You don't want to miss out, and the only way to miss out is to get in early. And that's why we bring you the picks first. Not second, not third, not fifth, and not 55th, but first. It's true. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. And I'm out. Peace. Have a good day, everybody. If you need me, you know where to reach me. richtvlive@gmail.com. Message me. I'm all over social media. Comment on the video down below. Subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. I'm out. Peace.